Harare, to many, is simply the capital of Zimbabwe, a city of commerce, government, and the rhythmic hustle of daily life. But for those who live here, and for those who seek a deeper connection, Harare is so much more. It's the Sunshine City, a name it earned for its warm climate and even warmer people. A city where vibrant purple of the jacaranda trees paints the streets, and where a unique blend of urban energy and tranquil green spaces creates a character of its own. Zimbabwe's tourism story has always been one of extraordinary potential. We've long been known for our world-class natural wonders, from the thunder of Victoria Falls to the majestic wildlife of our national parks. But there's a new chapter being written, one that recognizes that the true essence of our country lies not only in its landscapes, but in its people, and the innovative spirit that drives our hospitality. Here in the capital, this evolution is in full bloom. The hospitality scene is becoming more dynamic, moving beyond traditional offerings to embrace new visions and experiences. From major international brands to boutique lodges run by passionate local owners, Harare is becoming a hub where global standards meet genuine Zimbabwean heart. And it's in this spirit of connection and curated experience that we begin our journey, not just to a destination, but to the very soul of a place. Our first stop, a quiet sanctuary, easily one of my favorite in the capital, nestled in the serene Ballantynes Park neighborhood, Ballantynes Guest Lodge. Stepping into Ballantynes Lodge, you immediately feel the difference. This is what I love about boutique lodges and guest houses. They offer an experience that larger chains simply can't. For me, it's all about the intimacy, the personal story that's woven into every detail. In today's travel and hospitality landscape, people are willing to spend on more than just a place to sleep. They're looking for an emotional connection, a curated experience. It's the unique design aesthetic, the personalized service that remembers your name, and a well thought out menu that tells a story of its own. It's a focus on the little things that truly set a place and a space apart. And it's this very passion for hospitality that led me to return. On my second stay at the Ballantynes Lodge, I had the pleasure of sitting down in the peaceful garden with the owner herself, Shirley Harrison, to garner insights on the lodge's story and what inspired the business she and her family have run for more than a decade.
Yeah, thank you so much for opening your doors to us over here at Ballantynes Lodge.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel it has been already a wonderful experience meeting you.
My absolute pleasure.
Months ago.
So, when I first came here, I think it was a couple weeks ago, right? A couple weeks ago.
No, more than that.
August, maybe?
2
months ago, yeah. I tend to, obviously I'm in back and forth in Harare a lot, and I tend to ask questions with whoever is local.
Yes.
What's hot on the scene?
Yeah.
And a big thrust for us, or for me really, over the last couple of years, is just trying to understand what product has been around, what family-owned businesses have long existed and we possibly didn't know about them, because to be fair, the local consumer doesn't necessarily always travel or get into lodges and things like that unless it is Christmas time or some trip that's associated with an occasion. Yeah. Take me through your journey into how was Ballantynes Lodge birthed?
Okay, so my father was a hotelier. He was actually a cordon bleu chef by trade.
Amazing.
And he was from England, and he went to Johannesburg where he had a cousin who was working in a hotel, and he trained in a hotel called Dawson's Hotel. That's my maiden name. And then he brought my mum to Rhodesia at the time, and he worked through a couple of different hotels and then managed to get enough money together to buy his own hotel.
Brilliant.
He had us 4 children, and I was the youngest, and he told all of us not to get into hospitality because it was a 24/7 occupation, and there was never very much rest time. And this Ballantynes happened by default, really, and I think having hospitality in my blood, this property came available, and we had the opportunity of purchasing it, lots of time to pay, and the two main buildings were actually townhouses.
Incredible.
And instead of renting them out, I said to my husband Dean, I think we should try and do an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast. And I don't think there was, at the time, there weren't many lodges in Harare.
Yeah.
And so that's how it all began. And we started with 5 rooms. We had a very creative architect who came in after running the 5 rooms for about 2 years, and I found my feet. Our architect designed the lodge and built 12 rooms. We joined the 2 townhouses together, and we now have 17 rooms. So we've done about 2 or 3 renovations over the years.
Which is actually such a brilliant space, because one of the things that I found so fascinating is I drive up and down this area quite a good bit, and I had never heard about Ballantynes Lodge. However, clearly you guys were the pioneers in the boutique lodge, boutique B&B setup. What has it been like running a business like this in an environment as hectic yet dynamic as Zim is?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first thing that has been a blessing for me is that I live next door. So my children are always nearby, and that for me is very important. And we advocate our lodge as a family lodge. We welcome children, although our main demographic is the businessman, the traveling businessman. And in saying that, we have since we started, we're seeing more and more traveling business women, which I'm very proud to say that there's a lot more traveling business women and empowered women who come and stay. And in answer to your question about the moving dynamics of our economy and just going with it, I just feel if I can just look after what's in front of me, navigate through what we are given to work with, we just live every day as it comes, and we do what we have to do.
I love that. And you have a tagline when you exit the lodge. There's a tagline. Can you tell the people what it reads on the top of the exit door?
It says, "Arrive as a guest, leave as a friend."
Right.
And for me, that's so important in so many aspects of the business, because obviously we don't make friends with all the guests, but we try and make them feel at home and make them feel that they want to come back again because they feel comfortable with the people who work here, with the environment, and I also have a policy which not everybody agrees with, but it's just my personal I have a policy where I like to be friends with my staff too.
Okay.
And they often call me their boss, and I say, no, I'm not your boss. You work with me, not for me.
Yeah.
And we have such a happy environment here. I feel it's important for the staff to be happy, especially in hospitality.
Yeah.
So if the staff are happy, they're going to do a good job, and they're going to make the guests feel that they are being well looked after. It
certainly does feel like family. And I noted when I stayed last that even in the kitchen, the chef is your niece. So it's very much a family-owned business, family-run business. Let me switch gears a little bit and talk about the inspiration behind the design.
Okay.
People like what they like when they stay in different places. So some might like really contemporary, some might like something super rustic. I certainly love the fact that it's not a pretentious way of presenting hospitality. You get a key. It certainly feels like being at home. There's little reminders that you have your own privacy, but you're also part of a wider group of guests, as it were. I do love that. So how did you tack on when you were putting together the lodge after the architects came in? What the things that make it homely? What was the inspiration for you for that?
So there was a strong I wanted to move away from ethnic African style, just because we're a landlocked country, and I feel that the ethnic style has been
There's
repeated
plenty.
in the hospitality
Yeah.
industry in Zimbabwe, and because we're landlocked, I wanted to create more of a beachside
Airy
environment, and that's why all the photographs on the walls, we've got beach scenes and scenes of the sea, and,
Yeah.
and colours are very important too, because I feel that soft, gentle colours make for a peaceful, calm environment.
Yeah, because you can definitely kind of follow through the cushions, the
Yeah.
turquoises,
And it's just evolved and changed, and we try and keep up with our upholstery and keep up with a few little changes here and there, and I think it is a peaceful environment. And as our main demographic of guests are businessmen, they need peace and quiet. We advocate peace and quiet in the bar as well.
Yeah, of course.
Because people need to work, and they need to sleep,
and they need to rest.
It's not a party venue.
Yeah,
and we've even got signs in the bar, please.
In respect of other guests, just try to keep the
noise down
down
after 10 and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I think due to that, we may have lost a certain type of clientele, but that's okay.
I think it's important for a product to be authentic to itself.
Yeah.
So the minute you turn it into a night spot, then it takes away from the coziness and the retreat type of setup, because it really is like an urban retreat in the suburbs. So it's a fantastic place to stay. I've certainly enjoyed my time here. I'm really, really happy to be back again.
Thank you so much.
And folks, we're at Ballantynes Lodge. It is in the Ballantynes neighborhood of Borrowdale, right? How would you describe it? Ballantyne Park.
Yes.
Beautiful 17 rooms boutique lodge, B&B, guest house, what do you want to call it? Guest lodge.
Yeah.
And it is, my take on it, it's a cozy home away from home. You enjoy exceptional service, you enjoy great spaces, beautifully done in terms of decor, no frills, just kick off your shoes, relax, get some work done, dash out if you need to. It's fantastic.
And have a good home cooked meal.
And have a good home, especially that part. That part.
Yeah.
So Shirley, thank you so much for having us.
And it's been lovely chatting with you. And thank you for choosing Ballantynes to go on your life and soul journey.
We are here checking out what's hot and best in what's hot and lovely about Zim and the tourism industry. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Listening to Shirley's story, it's clear her passion for this place is the heart of its magic. What she, her husband, and her team have created is a remarkable sanctuary, a genuine jewel in what's often called the Golden Triangle of Harare. The arrive as a guest, leave as a friend ethos truly shines through in every interaction, making you feel instantly at home. The spaces here are delicate and thoughtful, seamlessly blending comfort with elegance, allowing you to find a perfect spot for both quiet work and much-needed rest. Ballantynes Lodge is located in the tranquil Ballantyne Park neighborhood, just a short 15-minute drive from Harare's city center. It's a versatile space, catering to business travelers seeking a peaceful retreat and families looking for a serene getaway. The lodge is one of several long-standing boutique establishments that have, over the years, quietly attracted a loyal niche of guests through its doors. And it's this blend of passionate, small businesses and countries' tourism infrastructure that's shaping Zimbabwe's dynamic hospitality landscape. A story that we at Travel Essence magazine are so incredibly excited to witness. Now our journey takes us from the quiet charm of Zimbabwe's capital to the heart of Africa's adventures, where one of the world's greatest wonders awaits. Welcome to Victoria Falls. Here, at the western tip of Zimbabwe, sits a town built around one of nature's most powerful forces. Known to locals as Musiwatunya, the smoke that thunders, Victoria Falls is more than just a destination. It's an iconic epicenter for adventure and discovery. This small, vibrant city, nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, draws visitors from all corners of the globe. They come not only to witness a colossal cascade of water, but also to immerse themselves in a world of adventure. From the adrenaline-fueled thrill of whitewater rafting to the quiet majesty of a sunset cruise, Victoria Falls offers a perfect blend of high-octane excitement and serene, natural beauty. What's so compelling about the hospitality here is the incredible diversity of its offerings. You have the large corporate hotels with room capacity in the hundreds, mid-sized lodges that sell rustic charm and wild, safari-inspired design, and then the quiet upsurge of quaint, family-owned boutique spaces. These smaller establishments, often with no more than 20 rooms or private villas, offer a unique and intimate guest experience. One such example, whose evolution I've truly enjoyed witnessing over the years, is Shongwe Oasis, a pristine sanctuary run by Zimbabwean-born Jamie Henson and his wife. And it's here that will show you what makes this place a hidden gem. Jamie and his team have truly mastered the Victoria Falls landscape with two distinct yet complementary properties. First, there's the vibrant, award-winning Shongwe Lookout, and then there's Shongwe Oasis, the tranquil, adults-only retreat. For me, these two places cater to different parts of my own personality, and if you've had the privilege of staying at both, I'm sure you will agree. I'm drawn to Shongwe Lookout when I want to be in the center of energy, a place with a social spirit and a lively atmosphere that gives nothing but great vibes. But when I need a true sanctuary, I'm often drifting over to Shongwe Oasis. For me, it's the on-site villa spa and the serene sit-in infinity pool that's created a sense of pure rejuvenation. The culinary experience is just as thoughtful, with a menu that honors local ingredients while presenting them in new and inspired ways. The Shongwe properties are also proud members of Africa's Eden, a collaborative group that works to promote this entire region and support local charities and conservation. Together, they've created a world of their own, proving that true luxury lies in the ability to simply unwind and be present.
Welcome to Shongwe Lookout. We're currently here on the Shongwe Lookout side of the property. We are obviously here within the Shongwe Selection. This is our flagship property. We've got 23 rooms this side. We started this 5 years ago, opened our doors in 2019. And then just next door is the Shongwe Oasis, which was our newest property, and then we're building the third one down on the bottom as well, which makes the Shongwe Selection. So Shongwe Lookout, this is a family-friendly lodge, mostly has groups coming through, a lot of sort of more older Germans and older American travelers, also sort of a lot of younger families coming up from South Africa, Australia, starting to come back after the pandemic. And yeah, just a good mix of travelers. Next door we opened up as our adults only property. That was designed to be a lot more honeymoon focus, a lot of couples between the ages of 20 and 40, and then also a lot of sort of older travelers who don't perhaps want kids running around or jumping in the pool, enjoying themselves. The lookout side has a great Shongwe Lookout Tower, which brings a lot of vibe to the area. And then also the bar just creates a nice atmosphere in the evening. The boma outside in the garden has a fire lit in the evenings, and the lookout side just has a little bit more of a vibe, where the Oasis side has more white tablecloth dinners and a lot more of a laid back, relaxed evening with the spa as well. So here at Shongwe, we're famous for a few little things. When we first opened up the lodge, we looked at what are guests looking for when they travel. One of the top things was coffee. You need really good coffee, especially if you're a bed and breakfast. You've got to sleep well, you're going to eat well. And then within that, our cuisine became a very popular place to eat in Victoria Falls. So our chefs, the executive chefs that run the restaurant, are called Mr. and Mrs. Cook, husband and wife. He's from Cape Town, and they met and trained at the Mount Nelson down in Cape Town. She's Zimbabwean, and they moved back to start a family in Vic Falls. So how our kitchen is run is that we have, with the two properties right next door to each other, the kitchen is the shared facility. So the team within there have the freedom to express themselves however they see fit. So if you come through and you have dinner with us at Shongwe, you'll see that our menu is a blackboard. The reason for that is, one, I don't like when you sit down and you start by saying this is what we don't have. We don't have that at our restaurant. Whatever's on the menu, we have. The menu is designed to be fresh, organic, and whatever's available in town. Now, we're obviously a little tourist town in Vic Falls, so not everything is available all the time, and that's fine, right? So the menu is designed so that we rub out and we add in something new if we are expressing ourselves, or we remove what we don't have. So the team have the freedom to write whatever they want. If they want to try something, so our latest on the menu is our chicken and lime dish. One of the chefs in the kitchen dreamt this up, wanted to try something new, and we're trialing it. We had a new stock order of ostrich steaks. Now it's not something we have not something that we have often, but the ostrich steaks are on the menu for the next month until we run out, and then we'll change it. So it just means that our menu is always changing, and our sort of kitchen team don't get bored of making the same stuff all the time. Again, it's also based off of whatever is organic and available. So we support a lot of local gardens in the area. Some of our own team's wives bring through different vegetables. I don't know if you can see Edward making coffee next to me now, but he actually makes, he sells staff rations, so he has a little butchery as well from his farm in the Kamusha. We buy meat from him. Another one of our waitresses, Shawnee, supplies chickens to us for our meals as well. So it's cool. Everyone ties in and everyone works together within our restaurant and our team, which is great. Leading on to that, we have a lot of corporate social responsibility practices that are in place. One of the main ones that we enjoy talking about at the moment is the Shongwe Collection. So there's a team of young gents in town who feel really strongly about the elephants around town. So obviously we're a wildlife city. So if you spend any time in Vic Falls, you can come across elephants and buffalo and warthog and baboons and just various wildlife roaming through town at any stage. It can be early morning, it can be late in the evening, it can be at night, around lunchtime. We live in a wild little city, which is amazing. But Shongwe Collection is designed to empower local women to go and collect rubbish throughout town and the surrounding areas. They collect all that rubbish and they put it through an aggregate machine. I don't know the actual terminology for it, but they are building aggregate for buildings. So when you're building the foundations of, let's say, a swimming pool or your rooms or a tower, or whatever it might be, you can buy this aggregate, which is basically being built from the plastic that's being collected. And this is designed to reduce our landfills around town and protect the wildlife that live around this area.
As we close our spotlight on two of my favorite family-owned boutique spaces out of many in Harare and Victoria Falls, it's clear that Zimbabwe's hospitality story is being beautifully rewritten. While the country's large and established facilities continue to play a crucial role, it's the upsurge of boutique lodges and smaller, family-owned products that are contributing to the industry in their own unique and distinctive way. For me, the draw is in the details and the feeling they create. What makes these boutique stays so special is the extensive storytelling woven into the very threads of the experiences, from the unique design aesthetics to the passion for curated moments. These are the elements that create a profound contrast to the larger facilities, offering a connection that feels both intimate and authentic. But the impact goes far beyond the guest experience. By creating these businesses, passionate entrepreneurs are developing vital employment opportunities and dedicating themselves to social causes on the periphery of tourism. They are creating spaces that both locally based Zimbabweans, as well as those in the diaspora and international guests, now get to enjoy proudly Zimbabwean hospitality through diverse experiences and perspectives. This, friends, is a beautiful testament of our nation's enduring spirit. Until the next one, see you soon.